Neera Tanden serves as domestic policy advisor of President Biden. She's taking part in the administration's new plan to combat anti-Semitism across the country, and she joins me now. I want to start on the domestic policy front because it's something you've worked on, and I have to say, I really did not, well, I should have seen it coming, but what is your reaction to the first big ask of the new Republican leadership being like, we want you to defund the tax police, basically, make it easier for people to take their taxes, and we won't vote for aid unless we get that?
Well, I think it is a basic repudiation of the need for aid for Israel, for humanitarian aid. The idea that they are saying that we should, in essence, make it easier for people for the very wealthy, the extremely wealthy, to cheat on their taxes by getting rid of IRS enforcement is ridiculous. It has nothing to do with this issue. It has nothing to do with the crisis. It actually really destabilizes the consensus that on emergency funding we don't have quote unquote pay fors. And again, this isn't even a pay for because it adds to the deficit. So it's not actually paying for the money. It is actually not a pay for Israel because for the Israel funding because it actually makes our budget deficits much worse by making sure we have less revenue coming into the federal government. So while it's a sop to people's donors, it is actually not an answer in any way, shape, or form to the problems that we're seeing. And honestly, in this moment of crisis, it really speaks to a lack of seriousness to take on this international challenge and aid to Israel, as well as aid to Gaza that is so vital right now, in addition to our support for Ukraine and the critical investments in border security.
I just on that point, I want to just hammer that home about it. It is not. It's the opposite of a pay for. That's also part of what's so wildly, almost sublimely perverse about it, right? So first of all, the consensus that you don't offset this sort of emergency funding, but if you're going to offset it, which is a pay for, you need to raise revenue. This does the opposite. This is IRS Commissioner Daniel Werfel. He says it will cost $90 billion. All those funds to increase scrutiny on tax evasion going all the highest levels. He says, leaving money on the table. $90 billion is more, if I'm not mistaken, than the amount of military aid being asked for in total for Ukraine. I mean, that's a lot of money.
Absolutely. And honestly, these are the moments where the lectures on deficit reduction are just totally hypocritical. Because in this moment, at this time, where we do face an international crisis, where we're called on for leadership, where people talk about their support for Israel, they actually are making it more difficult to pass this. This is a non-starter in the Senate. And honestly, they're making this package much more expensive by getting rid of IRS enforcement, which is really about ensuring that we have revenue into the federal government. So it really rings hollow on every front: support for Israel, support for national security, and focus on deficits.
Now, I know your portfolio tends to be domestic policy, and that's what you've been focusing on. I'm not going to ask you about specific foreign policy questions amidst this, but I do want to ask you about the work that you're doing, meeting with Jewish leaders on anti-Semitism, and what you have been doing and what you have been hearing is obviously people are still reeling from the awfulness of the attacks, but also some of the truly vile stuff that we've seen. Jewish stars being graffitied in Paris, the images out of Dagestan in Russia, that people chasing down an airport looking for Jewish folks. What have you heard from the folks that you've been meeting with?
Well, we have seen in the last several weeks a rise of anti-Semitic acts, violence, threats of violence here in the United States on college campuses and elsewhere. We saw, obviously, this weekend an incident at Cornell where there are specific threats against Jewish students. All of this is horrifying. The president put forward the first national strategy to counter anti-Semitism. Part of that was increased actions by the Department of Education. So before October 7th, they put forward guidance that made clear that anti-Semitism is prohibited discrimination. In the last several weeks, they have been reaching out to college campuses, and Department of Justice and the Department of Homeland Security have also been engaged to just focus on the fact that violence or threats of violence against individuals or groups are just illegal, and they are being prosecuted. And there's been information out today about what happened in Cornell. But we are seeing a significant rise. I will say at the same time, in the country, we are seeing a rise in anti-Muslim, anti-Arab, Islamophobic acts. Obviously, we were heartbroken. The president expressed how heartbroken he was about the murder of a 6-year-old child in Illinois. So we have also been combating Islamophobia. And, really the president's message here is that there is no space for hate in this country, that regardless of the events internationally, we stand against hate, and our Department of Justice, our Department of Education, and the Department of Homeland Security are acting in accordance.
All right, Neera Tanden, thank you for making some time tonight. Appreciate it.